She laughed before she even opened it. The envelope, sealed in cream-colored stock paper, precise and discreet, just like everything I do. The gesture was perfectly measured, neither too grand nor too small. 3 months' rent paid anonymously, no strings attached. But she laughed anyway. Her voice was sharp and brittle, like cracked porcelain desperately trying to hide the fact that she no longer belonged in this family. The room exploded with laughter. Cousins doubled over in amusement. Her husband slapped his thigh. Even my own wife smiled faintly into her wine glass. And there I sat, silent. My hand moved on its own, reaching across the table to close over the envelope before she could set it down. I pulled it back. She blinked in surprise. I said nothing, just watched as her laughter stopped before the others. The moment her power began to slip away. Useful to know. I stood cold and steady. 10 minutes later, the whole room was shouting, begging me to listen, but I was already gone. I had been long gone. This didn't begin with her. It never does. Rot doesn't start at the branches. It begins deep in the roots. On December 4th, I came home early. No drama, no suspicion, just instinct, a quiet mid-afternoon winter light that makes everything look dishonest. She was in the kitchen. My wife, not startled, not guilty, just still, stiff. Her phone glowed blue against the marble countertop. A message. Asked her same room next week. Can't stop thinking about your hands on my neck. Asterisk. I said nothing. She didn't know I saw. I took the long way upstairs, stared out the bedroom window at heavy snow-laden branches, and wondered how many lies you can bury beneath white silence before the thaw betrays them all. That night, she kissed me like everything was fine. Too perfect, too rehearsed. I kissed her back, but inside, I was making a list. You don't confront chaos. You observe it, chart it, track it like a disease under glass. The next morning, I wiped the bathroom mirror just enough to see myself, cold, controlled. I started with the basics, timelines, receipts, calendar entries, the human urge to document destruction. December 2nd, business meeting in Midtown at 2:26 p.m., but her assistant told me she was off-site the entire afternoon. No meetings. December 9th, late spin class with Laura. Laura was in Chicago that weekend. Instagram verified. Each lie peeled back like damp wallpaper. Then I bought a prepaid phone, registered a new email, and ordered a DNA kit. Her mother always said our daughter looked like her side of the family. Sharp cheekbones, hazel eyes. Funny how specific denial can be. I used an old toothbrush to swab the inside of our daughter's cheek while she slept. She murmured in her dreams. I didn't flinch. The results came 6 days later. I didn't open them right away. I let the email sit in my inbox while we had dinner, while she talked about traffic, politics, and something her sister said. I nodded, smiled, took a bite. The taste of truth was already on my tongue, but it wasn't mine. The words were small, almost clinical. Probability of paternity, 0.0%. I sat very still. The house was silent except for the wind scraping against the windows, the ticking of the wall clock, and something else, the sound of something breaking inside me. Not anger, not pain, just an absence, like someone had cleaned out the room inside my chest and left the door swinging open. Later, she came into the study, smiled, and asked if I'd seen her charger. I held out the envelope, not the one for her mother. Another, smaller, thinner. She opened it, saw the printout. Her hand flew to her mouth, but I didn't raise my voice. Didn't ask. She said my name once, just once, and then silence bloomed between us like black water. She cried. I didn't. Christmas Day. Her whole family gathered in red sweaters and brutal joy, performing unity. Her mother passed out gifts like a queen dispensing favors. My gift came last, the envelope. She opened it with exaggerated grace, eyes already narrowed for the punchline. Then the comment. The laugh, the echo of betrayal rippling through a dozen mouths. But I had been waiting for this. The envelope was more than money. It was a test, a final sharpened edge meant to draw their own blood. They failed. I took it back. Said only 3 words, useful to know. Then they began unraveling. Please listen to us, they begged. You don't understand. This isn't fair. I stood by the door, coat in hand. Looked at my wife one last time. Told her. The next envelope is for the lawyer. Then I walked out. Snow was falling again. It didn't feel pure. It felt quiet. The kind of quiet you find in a morgue or memory. I drove without music, without destination, just enough gas and time to think clearly. She had lied, repeatedly, effortlessly. Her mother had humiliated me like it was tradition, and I had smiled through every dinner, every kiss. All of it, recorded, filed, executed, not for revenge, for clarity. They say forgiveness is strength. They're wrong. Strength is knowing when to end something, without ceremony, without mercy. At the next red light, I looked at my reflection in the rearview mirror and smiled. Not because I was free, because I was finally alone with the truth. And that was useful to know.